The doctor is in. The doctor is in. Now today, it's going to be a little bit serious because this is a conversation and a topic that many people find themselves struggling with. It may seem like a joke to some. For others, it may seem weak, but there are people struggling with these wars in themselves. You know, you could just search this up. Search it up on the internet and see how many people check into these websites. Some people have this problem, but they don't realize it. They don't want to fix it. They continue falling trapped into it. But today we're going to analyze it. You know, we're going to really look into it and look into not only it, but look into ourselves, because this affects you. This is about you. Okay? This is us. Affects you, affects your soul, your character. So this is for you, for your sake. So first of all, this is the main center message that I have to bring out to you. If you are really committed in stopping, and this goes for any addiction, if you are really committed in stopping, then you'll do what it takes. You'll do anything it takes in order to stop and better yourself. If you're really committed, you'll do this. If not, then you're not really committed. You'll do whatever it takes and everything it takes. And if that means doing so and so, then so be it. It's a real challenge, but you really want to do it for yourself, for the betterment of your soul, don't you? You really want to do it for your soul? Well, you must do what it takes. It may hurt. There will be sacrifices that have to be made. It's about enduring and surviving. And overcoming, it's about persevering. So, if you're really committed to stop, you'll do what it takes. Anything it takes. That means deleting your social medias, then so be it. But we'll get into that a little bit later. So first of all, lust, sex. These things are plaguing society in many ways. They're all over the place. We see them everywhere. You know, in advertisements, music videos, TV, social media. You know, see it everywhere. Here we see sex is being pushed onto us. It's being so heavily pushed everywhere. You know, you can't go anywhere without seeing bodies, you know, skin, and just feeling, you know, tempted by it in a way. But why are they showing all this? What are they trying to get from us? It's a marketing thing. Sex sells. Do not be the consumer who is stolen by these products. You are better than this. This is just reproduction. It's just reproduction. But, you know, it's something that's plaguing society because it leads to selfishness. It leads to all these things. Lust is a serious issue. It's an issue. And sex. It's not a commodity. You know, and it should not just be happening. You know, it has to really be. It's a serious thing. You cannot take it lightly. But it is taken lightly a lot. We really have to work to go against it. And remember what I said. Whatever it takes to stop, you must take those measures. Right? So you'll do anything it takes to stop. Well, take yourselves away from all these, you know, peer pressure. Put yourselves away from all these, you know, social medias and these ideas that are being pushed in society. These are society's things. You're not supposed to fall into the trap of society. Society is run by airheads, and the people who buy are airheads. Don't be an airhead. This is about yourself, your soul. It's about being, you know, stronger and being able to overcome. And being, you know, not falling into these products. Because it sells. Sex sells. And you know why it sells? It sells because It is taking your temptation, you know, it is tempting you. It is taking the best from you. It is stealing you and stealing all your urges and taking it, and that's what makes it sell. It's by taking advantage of you. So, you know, you have to keep that in mind. Do not be the product. So that's another big idea that we have here. So now we have to work to stop. To stop this, you know, to stop our addiction. It's not easy. It may take months. It could take years. It's not going to happen in a day. Unless, you know, remember, if you really commit to stop, you'll do what it takes. So do not put your hands in your pants. Don't put your hands in your pocket. Here's one thing. All day, keep your hands like this. How about you stand stiff for one day? Go a day without doing it. You know, busy yourself. Find a hobby. Surround yourself with friends, family for a long time. And then you won't have time to do it. It only happens as a result of boredom. And, you know, of course, the feelings come from boredom. And if you were to stand up, when you feel the urge, you stand up or you exercise, it'll go away, most likely. It should. So you have to really, you know, push it away by doing something else, and then you can go back to doing nothing. Stay away from things that turn you on. So, you know, you might be watching videos with sexual nature. It's a thing, you know. It's all over. There's those websites, and they're not good. They're really making people weaker, and they affect relationships. They do. They make people see others. It's nothing but, of course, objects. It's nothing but pleasure. You know, oh, I want this, I want that. I want this, I want that because it looks good. It looks good. So what, you can do what you are watching in your videos, you want to do that? That's nothing but low-life activity, and it sells. You know why sex sells? I just said it, and I say it again. Keep this in mind, because it takes the best from you. It takes weak-minded. You have to be strong-minded and not fall into these traps. Or not be put into, you know, oh, this looks nice, I want it, I want it. You know, that's how they market, you know. Buy the new phone, you know, looks good, want it. But not get your neighbor because he or she looks good. What the hell? But it's what happens, and it's what we fall to. And do not allow yourself to fall into it. So do what it takes. So do not Google or YouTube or whatever these videos. Don't watch them. Don't search them up. Don't, you know, don't try and get them. Keep yourself away from it. If that takes putting your phone away for a day, might as well. You have to do what it takes to stop. That's the message that you must live through. So do not allow yourself, you know, to see these things. Unfollow accounts that push these ideas. You know, so you can, if you're truly committed, then you'll do it. So you can follow the accounts like the models that you follow, or the anything that posts those kind of things. So don't allow yourself to touch yourself, like I said. Keep yourself stiff and don't try and messing with yourself. I understand that often you'll just feel it. You know, you'll feel like, oh, I have to do it. If that's the case, like I said, run around, jump, stand up, move, go to the restroom, just do something that is not masturbating, you know. That's the thing. So this is about yourself, your character, and falling into these types of traps. You know, it really taints you. You may not realize it, but slowly and surely it taints you. Because notice, before and after you do it, you know, you feel different. You're like, oh, what did I just do? And before you're like, I want to do it. And after you're trying to close all the browsers. It feels like you committed a crime. If you keep living with this and you have these urges. You're gonna want to do it again and again. It's an addiction. You know, an addiction. You could be addicted to like drugs, and you want to do more and more. And you'll do what it takes, and you know you want to see it. Man, I feel like doing that. So if you keep doing, you know, the masturbating, then you'll be in public, and you'll probably see, you know, something that looks attractive, someone, something that makes you want to, you know, have fun with yourself, have fun with it. It'll ruin the way you see other things. Okay, it'll ruin the things. Do not fall into things that you are vulnerable to. Sometimes you can't help it, yeah, but you could help it by, once again, doing these steps of staying away from these things that are pushing these sexual ideas and helping yourself learn who you are. You know, you have to know who you are, know how you are around other people. You have to know how you act, know what you think, know who you are, learn who you are, and then learn your strengths and your weaknesses and use that. It's not easy to learn about yourself, but, you know, just do not allow yourself to feel tempted. Get rid of all the materials that you use to do these bad things. Put them away. Put them away. You know, this is a problem that many people have. Not letting go. Let go of your past. You have old pictures of things that, you know, people or whatever. Old pictures, get them out. Unless they're really, 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 really important, like family important or historical important, but yes, no. Things that will push you. You know, do not let things push you. You have to push yourself away from the things that push you. Keep that in mind at all times. Just remember, if you're really committed to stopping, you'll do what it takes. Eventually, what I'm told, and what is told by those who have, you know, overcome their addiction, they say after a while, you don't even feel like doing it. You know, they say, I did it a few times, or I did a lot. Took me a while to stop, but once you stop after a certain amount of time, you just won't feel like more. That's good, but then you will find yourself to be surrounded eventually by, once again, the selling, you know, the marketing. You'll find yourself to be pushed and tempted one way or another because it's all over the place. Lust, sex, you know, all these things, they're there. Do not allow yourself to fall victim to it. It's there in jokes, you know. You cannot be anywhere joking without some implicated sexual ideas, which, you know, with every joke there's half truth, unfortunately. Allow yourself, you know, to grow, to overcome, be better. You have the power and you have what it takes. Do not allow yourself to be the product. Do not allow yourself to be buying into, never buy in. You're not supposed to buy in. You're supposed to overcome. This is about yourself, your soul. It's a war. It's actually a war. This is a war with yourself. A war on the enemy, which is lust. It's trying to take you down. It's trying to rot your brain, and it's trying to get you to act certain ways. It's actually a war, and it's a demonic struggle. You know, those are your demons. It's true. Lust is a sin, as you know, and these are the reasons why. Because it corrupts, it taints. Sin corrupts, and sin being pushed all over society. And these are wars with yourself, war against sin and corruption. It's up to you. You know, you are the general, you are the army, you're the other thing. It's war with yourself and these forces that are trying to take you down. Do not let them. Overcome, persevere, do all it takes. This is a battle. You may not win every battle, okay? You may not win every battle. But it's the war that you have to win, and you will win. You will win one way or another. Because this is you that we're talking about. But if you do not follow these steps and continue buying in or falling victim to these products, you know, that you're taking in, and falling victim to your temptation, you won't win. And you may know it's bad, but if you keep going into the same habits and same cycles, you're never going to grow. Break free from the chains. Break free from these cycles. Do different. Do something that will not consist of these things. I love my phone. Okay? So, with that being said, you know, best of luck. It's a problem, but every problem has a solution. The solution is yourself and power to yourself, power to God, you know, and all these forces that will help you to overcome these negative forces that are trying to take you down. They're your enemies. They act like your friends, but they're not. They corrupt you. Do not let yourself be corrupted. Remember what Richard Nixon said? That others may hate you, but you will not win unless you let them take you down. Something like that. Well, it implies in any situation in life. So remember, guys, do not buy in. Be strong, overcome. To stop, you must get away from all these influences, little by little. Little by little, step by step. Don't go all in, just little by little. Little by little. Alright. So, it all comes down to you. You're the answer to the world. That's what it is.